All right, guys, welcome back to Six Pack and a Passport. Glad to have you on this episode. Yeah, I don't know why I chose that intro sound effect, but I did. So on this particular, like I told you before, these are brief, quick, just thoughts that I have. I'm going to share with you guys to really open up conversation. So on this particular topic, I want to talk with you guys about, first steps to take to make a pivot. So the first steps to take to make a pivot, especially at, say, 40. You've been doing things a certain way for so long, it's gotten you to a certain point, and you're contemplating if you make the shift now, is that a smart thing to do to make this pivot? Because what has been working up until this point, and, in some of your cases, it's not broke, right? So why fix it, right? Seemingly not broke, right? In other cases, it is broke. You can clearly see, that it's broke and you need to make a pivot, but you're afraid, right? You're afraid because only thing you know is the thing you've been doing to get to this point, and it was working at one point, right? But now it's showing you it's broke. So then it's like, well, how do I pivot and where do I pivot? And then will that pivot be successful enough to get me back to the success I had, or will it, the devil unknown, right? Will it lead me to a worse off position than, where I'm currently in now, right? So when do you pivot? And I don't have that answer. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have that answer. Have I pivoted before? Yes. Has it worked out? Yes. Have I pivoted before and it didn't work out? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Am I currently in a spot right now where I need to pivot? Yes. Is it working out? I don't know because I'm currently pivoting. But I want to right? Hold on. Wait, I can't talk, right? It's really more this. But yeah, I want to pose a question to you because I believe that we have to ask these questions. And then when we ask these questions, this allows for us to do like in a 12-step program, realize, okay, there is a situation, there is a problem or a puzzle piece, as Quincy Jones once, illustriously stated. There's no problems, there's just puzzles, right? So let's address the reality that there is a puzzle and we have to pivot, right? But how do we pivot? Because sometimes the pivot doesn't have to be completely changing, face about face. It can literally be just a small tweak, right? But again, we're trying to assess, does it need to be a small tweak or does it need to be something that we literally do an about face and go in a different direction? So I love to hear your comments. I love to hear your thoughts. I'm just bringing this up because, like I said before, on Six Pack and a Passport, in order to have a six pack, the external, you have to have the internal well. In order for you to be able to travel the world or be able to explore other cultures, other unique parts of the world, you have to come with an open. And you don't have to, but from my experience, coming from an open place and not coming from a place of wall up or, stressed out or fear-based, you get a chance to receive that new dynamic, that new culture, that new environment in its totality. So that's why I brought this platform to the social platforms that it's on, because I would like to start having these conversations as the world shrinks due to these tools. We still need to make sure we can find our foothold, and we also can go to a resource that can allow us to not so much overly pontificate in some esoteric thought, but also to deliver on how we can actually apply the things we need to learn and know in order to make the changes we need to make. Okay, so I start by asking the question: do we know, how to pivot and when to pivot? If you're at that place, let's talk about it. All right. So I just want to pose it out there to you guys. I look forward to hearing your thoughts and your comments, and we'll talk shortly. Take care.